Hello, I finished it. Tomb of Sand, it won the International Booker Prize, and I thought, well, I've got to read it, it's won. 730 pages, and you pick it up and you think, oh, I'll never get through it. But surprisingly, you do, because there's such a musicality to the language. There's a lot of wordplay. It's translated from the original Hindi, and as the translator says, when I can just find it, it pays homage to the rich tradition of subcontinental literature, and she relishes the sound of words and how they echo one another, frequently showcasing their divani, a word that she points in the course of the novel is amongst the hardest to translate, and it's described as an echo, a vibration, a resonance, alliteration, assonance, and that is in the original Hindi, and the translator brings it into this as she's writing. There's a lyricist, it's got a lyrical quality, there's a musicality, there is wordplay, so it does float along as you're reading it. As for the story, you've got 80-year-old Ma, or sometimes referred to as Amma, and she is in a deep depression after her husband's died. She is living with her son and his wife, and she doesn't get out of bed. It almost becomes her deathbed. She just lies there and lies there and lies there. And she's lying there for 180 pages. So for 180 pages, you've just got Ma lying in bed. Then she gets up and she's almost re-energized. And she goes and lives with her daughter. And her daughter is independent. She thinks of herself as a modern woman, and Ma goes to live with her, and the relationship between them subtly changes, and you've almost got Ma going into a childlike persona, sort of shrinking down to a child, and the daughter growing, becoming the mother figure. So you've got a sort of almost shift. At the same time, Ma strikes up a very close friendship with Rosie, who is described as intersex. She's man-woman. And the daughter is confused about this relationship between this 80-year-old woman and Rosie. And then we move on to the third part of the novel, when Ma decides she wants to go to Pakistan. So daughter takes Ma to Pakistan. So you've got sort of three parts of the novel. You've got Ma in bed, you've got Ma living with the daughter and the relationship with Rosie, and then the trip to Pakistan. And as well as that, you have got so many layers in this book. And a lot of it is about borders. And borders of age, sex, land. You've got the border between India and Pakistan. And Ma, at one point, gives this speech about borders, and it reminded me so much of both Portia's speech about mercy and Shylock's speech about, if you prick us, do we not bleed? That type of... Though I found a resonance in that when I was reading that speech, and he was just little bells were going off in my head. You've got different perspectives in the novel as well. You've got a door. The door opens and closes the book. You've got the perspective of a crow who is there for Ma and for the son. And you've also got an unnamed narrator who constantly tells us that he, she, we don't know whether it's a male or female, is not a major part of the story, so you don't need to know about them. There are slow parts in this novel. So parts of it are just plod, 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 but it's the language that carries you through. It's the musicality and the wordplay. They keep you going. They keep you rolling over. And I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. Where I was intimidated when I picked it up, because I think I'm like everybody else. You pick up a book that's over 500 pages and you think, oh, how? So, Tomb of Sand. So I'm now looking forward to the Booker long list. I think that gets announced sometime next month, sometime in July. So I'll be excited to start picking my way through the long list when that's announced, because I've already got the winner of the Booker International. So now I need to work my way through to the winner of the Booker. So happy reading. Take care. Bye.